ladies and gentlemen, we're going to back this trade in now to the spur, and we've got it wired. So we've got all the spurs wired. We've got little selector switches, and we just push this number one up here, you know, and then we put it in reverse. Well, I didn't put it in reverse. Let's put it into reverse. See how that works. All right, so then we deaden the spur again, and I want to show you something while we're over here, folks. I've got I learned this off of Lionel, and back years ago they had a little accessory they made, and it was a magnet. And so what I did, I just went to Menards and got me a magnet. Even got a flashlight in it. Anyway, I got me a piece of PVC pipe, and I glued the end on it here. And so when we plunge it down, we've got a magnet. So I'll just unload this gondola here while we're standing here. Look at that. Down, pull it up, and it falls. Amazing. All right. Here we go. All right. Here we go, folks. All right. All right. We're just getting right along there. Okay, there you have it. A little self-made magnet. Isn't that good? All right. Now we'll just come over, and I might point out to you while I'm pointing out things, anymore in model railroading, they have a wireless, thing you can walk around your train room. Well, I couldn't afford that, so what I did, I just wired a bunch of plans cord together, and if I don't trip and break my chin or something, why, you can just still walk around the room. All right, I want to bring you down here now, and we're going to get another train going. Won't that be fun? All right, let's see here. So it's very important that you have all your spurs. You take your little switches here, like your turn your spurs on and off. Well, right now it's green. That means it's on the main line through here, right here. This thing right here. Okay, but when you turn it over, it's on red. Now this train will move right out through this now. See, isn't that fun? All right, now I'll turn on the selector switch, and I hope, maybe okay, I think I've got it the right direction. Now we'll give it a little bit of power, and away we'll go. Well, no, I didn't turn it. Oh, I didn't turn that off either. Hang on a minute, I'll be right back. Hang on. That should be off. I don't know what happened there, but it's always, when you're being recorded that things go wrong, isn't it? Well, I have to, hang on a minute. I'll get this figured out later. But right now, we'll just take this offline. Okay, now let's get back to where we were. I'd like to tell you about my cameraman. This is our young man, John Dillingham. He's visiting us for a few days during spring break, and we're just blessed to have John with us and have him taping this stuff for us. And so we want to thank him very much. John Dillingham, and he'll be celebrating his 16th birthday in a few months. So that'll be good, won't it? You're moving on, young John. Okay, let's try to move this one now. Oops, still all aboard. Don't forget your suitcases, bags, and babies. That's what my old daddy used to say. Now wait a minute. I didn't get my spur turned right. Okay, now I got it. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. Now I think we're okay. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to get over here, John, on this side of the place. Train's still running good. That's good. Okay, now I want to explain this next scene here to you, ladies and gentlemen. This scene right here is the old bridge, not this bridge, but the bridge that used to go across the Ohio River from Indiana into Kentucky. And you go into Louisville. And okay, so anyway, when you turn to your right, just as soon as you cross the bridge, you have these two buildings with the red roof. That's the Gold House. That's a fancy, famous hotel in Louisville. And my oldest daughter, Mary Beth, was married there. And my wife, Carol, and I, we performed in a bluegrass jam session down there. So the building right behind it is the Aegon building, and it's a financial center. And we actually walked up and stood on the base of this. Now, the water tower down here used to say Falls City Beer on it. I don't have any sign on mine. And then this track right here, if you would look over to your right, this was an abandoned track, and they used it for storing boxcars. Now I don't have any boxcars on it, but I'm going to one of these days. Yeah, I'm just getting back into this. I've been on a hiatus for like 5 years with this railroad, and I'm just now getting back into it. So just got a couple trains running right now and all that, you know. Not doing any operation anymore, just if people want to see the trains, we'll just come out here and have some trains ready to go like we're doing today. And now see, I didn't get that spur turned. So that's that. Just hang on a minute, we'll get it. Okay, now just hang on a minute, folks. I'll be right with you here just any old time now. Okay, let me get this one on. Okay. Well, we're just not worried about him. He wasn't going anywhere anyway, just going around in circles, you know what I mean, folks? Yeah. Okay, there's that now. All right, now, I forgot to turn this. This is where you need a switchman, folks, because, see, okay. I think we're okay. I don't know. All right, we got him going again. Isn't that wonderful? Yes, sir, that's wonderful. Well, it's derailed again. Well, folks, I think that's a good time to adjourn this little session. We've really enjoyed presenting the Bancroft and Booth Shaving Railroad to you, and I hope you enjoyed it. God bless your hearts, and goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to the Charles and Margie Bullardick Farm. They have retired, and in fact, Uncle Charles has passed away well, a while back. He was 90 years old, and Aunt Margie is 90 years old too. And anyway, they had a farm on Bond Road, and anyway, he was always a Cadillac man. And so there's a Cadillac in there, and he was also always a John Deere man. And there's a John Deere tractor or two in there. And then also, Margie used to have an RV, and they would travel around the country and such, and take their grandchildren with them. And so this is kind of a memento to them, and we love them. We love them very much. Carol and I love them very much. The railroad that I used to have over on Indiana before we moved here, and I moved it in here, and then we just had it in the middle of this train room here, and it's a little bit cumbersome to get around, and I stripped it all off, all the track and wiring and everything, thinking I'd never use it again. Well, then I just stacked junk on it, and then I put some sheets over the junk, and I thought, well, nobody will see that. And so anyway, last fall during the pandemic, I'm getting it to the age where I felt like I need to start cleaning things out. So I got in this train room, and Carol has some family over in Clay City, and they have some boys over there, Carson and Clayton and Cole, and they said they'd be interested in this railroad. So I had to retrack it, and I had to rewire it. Well, during that process, I hadn't worked on it, on this railroad for about 5 years due to health reasons. But when I got interested then, you know, in getting this all ready to go, and so therefore I completed the railroad and put the track back in, and there we are. And that's the result of what you've seen today, just because of that picture right there.